In chef's world, how you cut your vegetables speaks louder than what you cook. Learning different types of vegetables cuts is the foundation of your chef's journey. Firstly, start with julienne cut. Here, vegetables are cut into long, thin matchsticks like strips, about 3 to 5 centimeters long and 1 to 2 millimeters thick. Now if you take julienne cut and cut them into fine dices, then we get Brunoise cut. A regular Brunoise is 3 millimeters and a fine Brunoise is 1.5 millimeters. The fine Brunoise 1.5 millimeters or even smaller are also called mignonette. These are finely minced cuts. Although this term is not used nowadays, instead in modern recipe you would find written as fine dice or Brunoise. Now similar to julienne cut, there is Jardinière cut, usually of same size length but more thicker, about 4 to 6 millimeters. As it also look like a baton, so also called Batonnet or baton cut. Now if you cut your vegetables into larger dices or cube usually of 5 millimeters, then we get Macédoine cut, as Brunoise or Macédoine cuts looks like dice or cube. So some chefs also prefer to use simpler terms like dice or cube cuts instead, and categorize them into small, medium or large dice. So these small dices are of the size of Brunoise and medium size are of Macédoine cut. Next is Paysanne cut. It is a kind of informal cut, unlike other precise cuts. It typically follows the natural shape of the vegetable. You may see thin, flat, round, square or triangular slices, typically 1 to 2 millimeters thick and about 1 centimeter in other dimensions. Chiffonade cut. Chiffonade is a French knife technique used to cut leafy vegetables and herbs into thin, delicate ribbons. The word chiffonade literally means little ribbons or made of rags. There are about 1 to 2 millimeters wide. Some people also refer to the chiffonade cut as a type of shredding, especially when describing thinly sliced leafy greens, which may be correct sometimes, but there is a difference. In shredding, instead of uniform ribbon-like strips, the cuts are rough and thin, often even finer than a julienne. Chiffonade cut is for soft leafy greens or herbs like basil, spinach, lettuce. And shredding is done for harder vegetables like cabbage, cheese, cooked meat, etc. Next we have tourne cut, also known as chateau, is a technique in which shapes vegetables into small football-like barrels. It is used on carrot, potatoes or squash that provide a distinctive and consistent to the food items being served. This cut is about 5 centimeters long with 7 equal smooth sides. Next is rondelle cut, also called a washer cut. As the name suggests, rondelle mean round or circular, in which we cut vegetables or fruits into thin, round, coin-like pieces. Normally, round or cylinder fruits or vegetables are used like cucumber, zucchini, carrots, strawberry, etc. Wedges. Wedges are large, triangular cuts. It has no fixed dimensions, usually cut into 4, 6 or 8 pieces depending on the size of the vegetable. You must have seen lemon wedges placed on the rim of a cocktail glass as a garnish. Mincing. Mincing are ultra-fine cuts, almost paste-like cuts, even smaller than 1 millimeter, normally used for garlic, onions and ginger to release maximum flavor. Crushing. Crushing is a rough technique, not for presentation but for flavor. You simply smash garlic or ginger to release oils and aroma before cooking. Well folks, that's all for today's video. I've covered the most popular vegetable and fruit cuts commonly used by chefs. While the exact sizes and dimensions may vary, the basic shapes remain consistent as explained. If you know any other interesting cuts, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching and stay tuned to Hospitality Broadcast for more educational culinary content.